It means if there's something wrong, those who have the ability to take action have the responsibility to take action. I'm gonna steal it.
What?
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence, 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 Independence.
This is the story of Nick Cage, who went in the attic and found something strange. Crusaders found some Egyptian treasure, and they thought they could use it better. Crusaders became knights, and the knights became us. The US had some fights, and we lost Britain's trust. So after that, for some reason, the last living founding father gave the only clue to where the treasure was hidden to some random guy on some bus or something, so Nick Cage could find it 100 years later and go looking for a boat or something. Anyways, so he went to the Arctic with a couple of toys to crack open a cold boat with the boys. Clue was inside, just sitting and chilling. Turns out Cage's one friend was a villain. After that, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but Cage must steal the Declaration of Independence. He has a dad that's kind of lame, who thinks this treasure hunting thing is a game. He also thinks that you shouldn't steal important, historical documents from museums to find hidden maps, but, that doesn't really matter, because he doesn't really become important until the third act anyways. Cage's bud Riley is always kind of crabby, and there's also a museum worker who's named Abby. Three of them go to the Liberty Bell, but in the end, that doesn't work out too well. Also, the whole thing with the Liberty Bell doesn't really make any sense, because, one, it's based off the shadow of the tower lining up with a single block on a wall across the road, which doesn't make any sense because the tower shadow wouldn't end up on the same brick at the same time every day of the year, since, the length of the shadow would change according to what season it is. But you know what? Let's just say it works because Nick Cage is a psychic or something, and he was told where the right brick was by his reptilian powers or something. I don't know. Anyway, stuff gets kinda bad, because the bad guys have Nick Cage's dad. Like shelter commercials, it gets really sad, so Nick Cage has to give his map to the Triad. Also, it turns out that the treasure is underneath a church or something. I can't really remember the plot that much for this part, but the villain traps them all in some catacombs. Nick Cage gets mad and needs time alone. Now, things are looking pretty darn bad until they get some help from Nick Cage's dad. His treasure hunting skills come into play, and they find the treasure at the end of the day. They catch up with the villains as they try to scram, and they win in the end, so pray for King.